And we back. Yeah. Malcolm, we got another Jubilee video.
All right.
Do all drag queens think the same?
This would be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. This is also something I don't know shit about.
The
last thing I say something about a fucking drag queen. Well, it's a show that I do want to watch. I'm just kind of skeptical about watching. I think it's called Pose on FX. I think that's about drag queens. I don't know if it's like either Pose or Posse. I don't fucking know, but it's POSE. I don't know. But the last thing I did see was like some drag queen. What was that show on Netflix with the nigga that was rapping and DJing and shit? And Jaden Smith was in it, and he went to that party.
Oh, you talking about what's it
the Get Down?
The Get Down.
The Get Down. So yeah, that's the last thing I actually seen with like some drag shit going on. So I don't know shit, but
or the cartoon.
Oh, the fucking
what was it called?
All the people that did do drag, they was pissed off about that shit though.
Yeah. Some of them like took it as like satire. But
damn, what was the name of that fucking show? Now you about to have me Google some shit, bro.
I can't remember it.
They was superheroes and
Super
shit.
Drags. There we go.
Super Drags. Yeah. They was mad as fuck that we even liked that shit though. I don't know
some
why.
people was like some people would have.
They said it was like stereotyping and shit like that. Though,
yeah,
at the same time. So I don't know.
Yeah, some of them was like it's stereotype. Some of them was like it's just fucking satire.
It was a comedy anyway. Like I don't know. But yeah, that is the last thing I watched.
Yeah.
What happened to that show? I ain't get past episode 1. But it was funny as shit.
I think I got through like 3 of them.
I stopped watching it because my wife was talking shit, but it was funny as hell. But that shit was funny to the motherfucker though.
Yeah, it was like funny. But only like drag shows I came across like flipping through channels or something. RuPaul's, yeah. That's what I was gonna say. That's the only show that I know of.
Man, I think that's it. I could think of it too.
Other than that, Super Drags.
That's all I got, bruh. But let's see if we learn something, bruh. Starting in 3, 2, 1.
Learning.
What's this?
You know.
Everybody 6 drag queens.
And every last one of them dolled up.
There's a difference between being a drag queen and being transgender. 3, 2, 1.
Girl, I can't twirl over here fast enough.
I can't twirl over here fast enough.
They're two completely separate things, you know? One's like artistic expression and one's an actual like gender identity.
Yeah, like the easiest way I had someone explain it to me was like, drag is what you do, trans is who you are.
Yes.
Very well done. Well said.
Done.
Well, I will say this.
Oh no.
I know. No. I agree with y'all. I'm clarifying for the people out there because me and the type of drag that I do, maybe not with my rainbow hair right now, y'all, but when I have my blonde hair and my cleavage out and I look like a woman, whether that is a transgender woman or a cisgender woman, I get hit up by men in the public who don't know drag and they do think I'm a woman or they don't understand the difference even when I tell them. So I do think it is important to know that there are people out there who don't know the difference, and for them I would just really say, this is an illusion, a pretend, a performance. That is an identity. And there are people who like to walk the line between both, and that's fine too.
So essentially, it's cosplay.
Did she just say cisgender?
Now
what the fuck is that?
I don't.
Oh my god.
It's a lot. It's look, man. We got unknown.
I'm trying to figure all this shit out. Every time I think I took a step up, it just brings me back down. Like, what the fuck is cisgender now?
Or maybe.
God damn.
Hey. There are known knowns and there are unknowns unknowns. Things we know, we don't know.
God damn. Every time I think I'm learning something, they just hit me with something else from left field, bro. Like, god damn.
So essentially, from what I was like
It's cosplay.
Getting
like
from it's cosplay basically.
Can women
drag? I guess.
Because the one in the suit, I'm assuming she's a woman. I don't know, but she sounded like a woman.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Well, I was curious about that because she looked kind of like a woman, or she sounded like a woman. So I was wondering, like, can women do drag? I don't know.
Oh, maybe that's what. Maybe that's what the what did she say? Or trans person said. Trans cis. Maybe that's a person that likes to participate. I'm guessing. You could probably look it up later.
I'm about to Google that shit now. I don't even know where the fuck that just even came from, bro. Every time I think I didn't learn some shit, they didn't
put some new shit on you.
Trans. I'm assuming she said trans cis.
Trans cis.
That's what I'm assuming she said. I don't fucking know. No, this one says cisgender. I don't even know if that's the same thing. I don't know. Somebody tell us in the comments.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know. But it sounds like she said trans cis. I don't know.
Yeah. So essentially, so I guess. That makes sense.
She said it in but a performance.
Yeah, so it's just
yeah. That's what drag is. I'll take that because that's what they damn near show on all the shows and shit I've seen in commercials or whatever the case is and promos, whatever. Yeah, that's what it looked like. They just performing. They walking down runways on.
Runways and everything.
Yeah. That's what I take from it.
That's what I take from it too. I'm like, all right.
No. Starting in 3, 2, 1.
That's interesting. I thought they were like two different things too.
My career. 3, 2,
oh, it's a career.
1.
Okay.
I would just say it didn't start off that way. I started drag a year and some change ago, and I didn't post anything on Facebook or anything like that until about 3 months in because I was afraid of it. And then my brother, who is the one that I kind of argue with a lot, was the first person to actually share like my pictures and was like, keep it going and like I'm proud of you and everything. And then from there, all of my family followed suit. Probably because they think I'm gonna get rich from it and they want money, but.
Well, at the age of 17, I got thrown out of my house by my mother on my birthday when they found out I was gay. And ever since then, they haven't supported me up to this day. Yeah, it's very hurtful.
I'm going to change my answer to somewhat disagree after hearing your story. I remember when I first moved to LA and started getting gigs that like seemed really impressive to me. I was like, Dad, do you know what drag is? I do drag. And he was like, no. And he was like, well, don't tell your mom because my mom was really sick. And then my mom passed away and I never told her.
Oh, man.
And so that's something that I think about
Probably
a lot.
regret.
Yeah. That's like them last two stories like a bummer, bro. Yeah. And like that's like anime story, like background.
Yeah. I didn't know that was a career.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, you make a career out of it.
They said they was getting paid for doing that shit.
Yeah, like just like how cosplay is like a career. It's like whole cosplayers that make a living off that shit.
Show up and shit.
Yeah, just show up to events and.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm not in that world, so I don't know. But
I'm not in that world either.
That's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, get paid what you get paid for, shit.
Hey.
If you do what you do and you good at it, get paid for it.
Word.
Started to get it. 3, 2, 1.
Women can
Hit
do
at YouTube.
drag.
Ah, bam. There we go.
2, 1.
My question.
Yeah.
You don't have to come here just because we did.
No,
Live your truth.
no, this is an issue I've always been very divided on, and I have to be very careful with how I say this. I do stand divided on what my definition of drag is and like where a biological cisgendered woman fits into that. Because obviously, yes,
I got it right.
We do drag because we have a drag king here, you know, and like we have.
Oh, it's called a drag king.
Hyper queens, so yes, they
That's
can
cool.
and they do. Do I personally
I didn't know
agree with that?
Never heard that
term. Too many girls who have come up to me and asked me to teach them drag, and I get them on at a show at my home bar or whatever, and they show up in just like their regular club makeup and their club outfit, and I'm like, girl, that is not. Oh, I can't tell her that's not drag. But
I have to jump off of that really quick. Like, my belief is that drag is the art form of gender. It is the performing of gender. And we are all negatively impacted by societal expectations of gender. How we should or shouldn't sound like, what we should or shouldn't wear, what we should or shouldn't be into. And so we all have something to share through drag. So to tell anyone that their drag is not valid is really frustrating because we all have struggles with gender.
And the thing I will say as a cis woman is that like as women we are taught our entire life. to listen to what men tell us about how we're supposed to look. And the whole point of drag is to throw all of that in the garbage. I was very feminized as a child, and getting really personal here, but I'm actually a cancer survivor, and I lost my hair and was bald when I was a 7-year-old girl. And so everyone around me, in the name of supporting and loving me, which is beautiful, tried to make sure to emphasize everything that was feminine about me. And for me, my drag persona and discovering drag and doing drag has been all about reclaiming who I am and my identity.
It's your opinion, and honey, I don't argue with opinions. That's live your fantasy. But in my head, it's telling someone, I'm going to impersonate you, and I'm going to live out what I think you are, but you can't. To me, that just seems off.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not on the disagree side. I'm on the somewhat agree side, because I'm saying, if you're going to do it, and that goes for everybody, really do it. Don't be in there half-assing it.
Sometimes people don't know how to do it. Everyone has a right to look the way they
And I have a right to stand on this line.
No, you're good. Stay over there. You can stay on the side all you want to.
Drag.
All right, so we got our questions answered.
Yeah.
For the first time ever. Shit. So yeah, I don't got shit to say. I was wondering if women can do drag, and they call drag kings. I've never heard that. That needs to be a show. By the way, if that's not a show already, I don't know, but it's all about the drag queens on TV from what I know, personally. But shit.
You want to see the drag queen kings?
Yeah, this old girl, she dressed like Prince damn near.
Yeah, damn near. Prince and Michael Jackson mashed together.
I was waiting on the That's all I waited on. Shit. So I get a 3, 2, 1.
Drag reinforces negative stereotypes about women. 3, 2, 1.
I chose strongly disagree, because it said drag, and I don't think all drag is female impersonation.
I fully agree with that. The only reason I'm here at somewhat disagree and not over there is because there are a lot of drag standards that reinforce female stereotypes, such as like nails, lashes, wigs. And there are some amazing, super queer performance entertainers that are somewhere in this room that are just amazing and do whatever the fuck they want. But there are queens who will go to the club and they'll read you because they're like, girl, you're not wearing nails. Girl, your heel is not above 5 inches. And by reinforcing those stereotypes for a drag queen impersonating a woman, you're reinforcing those stereotypes on the women that you think should look like that.
I think a lot of the really unreasonable expectations from drag queens about the nails and the hair and the hips and the that is because suddenly drag queens are on television, and one of the unfortunate parts about breaking drag to straight people or straight audiences is making it to some degree palatable. And the reason someone like RuPaul shot to fame was because she was stunning, she was beautiful, she was a supermodel. I think we're definitely seeing the effects of stunningly beautiful drag queens on television, because now a lot of us are expected to look that way and like...
But in fairness, you could wear whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know, I'm here because I love the beauty of a woman, the way she looks, whether she's skinny, big girls, or any of color. It's the beauty of the homage that you're giving.
The problem is not the queens and the performers who want to look like a beautiful woman, it's the queens who will judge other queens for not doing that, for not following these female beauty standards.
The drag.
I'm gonna pause. I'm only gonna say this because based off the last question of the case is because they said they were kind of like reinforcing like their thoughts of like women in the case is. Mm-hmm. So like when they say are they stereotyping women, I want to say that they kind of are, but they went far as like into drag. Because I'm assuming the only reason that men do drag is to kind of give off a woman's persona. I'm assuming, just assuming. But yeah, that's all I got out of that. I don't know. That's just what I got because based off the last question, that's what it kind of seemed like. They said they were saying like they kind of do drag and impersonate women. Whatever the case is, because it's kind of a, I don't want to say like a cloaking or whatever the case is, but that's just like what they do. I guess I don't fucking know.
I guess what I was getting from it was like to each his own. Like some people feel like woman is like empowering, so I guess that's why they like to perceive themselves more as I guess a woman or whatever by doing nails and eyelashes and all that stuff. But
they talking about drag too. Like some women just do extra by judging and
right.
And shit like that.
Yeah. But like I guess at the same time too, like you know, like there is an overall stereotype of like any fucking like I guess background of any kind of people like whatsoever. So like I understand what kind of
what they're trying to say.
What they're trying to say too. Yeah.
Starting in 3, 2, 1.
Drag community is diverse and inclusive. 3, 2, 1.
Oh no.
Dang, y'all. I mean, I'm gonna have to, make your shift.
I'm joining you on
Thank you. I'm really gonna have to say somewhat disagree, even from my own stance on an opinion question earlier, where I didn't believe that necessarily all cisgender women should do drag. Drag is not 100% inclusive because I have been told I'm not this enough or I'm not that enough. I had a girl touch my stomach and go, girl, don't you wanna wear a girdle? And I said, no, I don't. So, I mean, I can't say that we're totally inclusive. I think we're going towards that, and we should be, but we're not right now.
And drag at large is still such a boys' club. I know as a king, there's either people don't book kings at all, or there's like a quota where they're like, oh, like we're gonna book a king. And it's like, no, bitch, I'm talented. Like, it is in your best interest to book me. And if you don't book me, I'm gonna produce my own show, which is what I did.
Yeah, I feel like there are definitely pockets of inclusivity. And while I do love West Hollywood, I will say I didn't start getting booked in West Hollywood until I was on a TV show.
Right.
Because they wouldn't have me there. And it still feels weird sometimes going into that environment.
It's weird for me too. And then that's a place where I also thought, I need to wear nails, I need to pad and all of this thing. But then I think I felt so much love going to places in downtown saying what you're doing is valid, that's why I'm comfortable enough to walk around in any venue. And it's divided in sections, absolutely. I will not say it's not. But I think there's a spot for everybody in all these areas.
I'm kind of surprised by that.
Yeah, like
I would assume that they'd be diverse and
pretty open.
Yeah, just because like they're I don't want to say like they're different in a bad way, but they're not part of the norm. So I would assume like they would like super support each other and shit like that. Just because they're doing something different, whatever the case is.
I guess it's the same as any other fucking community. Like, because like if you think about it, like the black community's kind of like that too.
Yeah, I don't speak to niggas after 5.
You said what?
I don't speak to niggas after 5. You heard me, nigga.
I don't speak to niggas after 5. Yeah, like so. I guess it's just interesting to see because you would think that. I guess it would be more inclusive.
Yeah, that's why I just thought it would be like more people. I thought they was just like show love to each other like in a certain way.
Yeah, so.
But I guess that goes off of their last question too, or the one before. The case is when they said like some drags, some need nails and like the heels aren't high enough and all that other type of shit. Yeah, but I was just assuming like why not embrace each other?
Yeah, but I guess. It's
especially if you got the bravery just to like do this type of shit too. Like, why not encourage or uplift or whatever the case is? Yeah. That's just something I think. I guess.
Yeah, I'm trying to like word this like the right way. Like, it's not nice to see, but it's nice to see that people actually like it's not just like one particular like different groups or subgroups or whatever the fuck you want to call it, like that kind of recognize that they're not like, I guess, inclusive with I guess sharing like their world a little bit. Like, it's interesting because like I
thought they would be like all together and like exclude the fuck like other people.
Yeah,
like regular or whatever the case is.
Yeah,
like people that don't even like support that type of shit, whatever the case is. Like that's the only thing I would think.
Yeah, that's what I kind of thought. Like, it's just like any other. Like, that's why I'm saying, like finding the right words to say. It's just like any other group.
Just like we podcast, whatever the case is, right?
Right.
And people ask me all the time, like, I want to start a podcast. How do I start? I give them every instruction that I could possibly give. So, like, I give them equipment list. I give them, like, programs. Like, everything. Like, anything that you can use to probably start your podcast, what the case is. I give you all the tips. Don't read the comments. like shit like that. Like, I give them like everything they need to know just to get them started. And that's what I would assume like they would be doing like far as the drag thing, like probably just helping each other with what the case is.
Yeah, maybe there are some people like that, but then there's some people that's like, you know.
That's also with everything. Everything.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
It's bad apples or whatever the case is.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
or somebody thinking they're above somebody because they probably been doing it for longer, or they think they do it better than somebody else, or
that's why I'm
new
like
kid on the scene. They don't like that shit, like shit like that. I guess.
That's why I'm kind of like with you on it. Like, I'm surprised that like, you know, it's not like a embrace like just everybody. Like, that's why I'm like it's. And that sort of speak like there's like I guess a human aspect of like it's like people just trying to make it mine. Yeah, mine.
Yeah. I'm just surprised by that. That's all.
Yeah, I'm just as surprised as you like with that. Like,
starting again in 3, 2, 1.
Like the way I look outside of drag. 3, 2, 1.
They probably do. They just probably think they look better as drag. Shit. When I put this outfit on, bitch, I'm the shit.
Out of drag. You gotta love yourself first, then you love the craft.
I feel very thankful to be happy with the way I look outside of drag because I think there are a lot of people that don't. I know a couple of friends who have told me that they do drag because it makes them feel more confident with their appearances because outside of drag, they feel ugly and they feel like a nobody.
I used to really fucking hate the way I looked. I was a short, skinny kid, and I was femme. I was the worst of everything you could possibly be growing up Catholic Mexican in the South, you know? Through drag, I was able to find the things I loved about myself and kind of feed that until I got to a point where I really don't give a shit anymore. I love the way I look. I fucking love it. I don't know if I would have gotten there without the drag.
I mean, I love the way I look out of drag. Like, I'm a big guy, which it is harder to be a gay man who is larger. I can go to West Hollywood in drag and sit VIP at Pump or Sir. If I go as a boy, I gotta check my ID, pay maybe double the cover. You know, no one's gonna buy me a drink. I gotta buy the doorman a drink. Like, it's like that. So I love myself out
That's
of
the
drag.
trick to
I just
getting
need
these
y'all to
clubs.
love me out of drag. Hello, thank you.
They let all the
See
women in
all
for
of
free
you
and shit.
outside of drag, and it's a very distinct looks. And I like y'all outside of drag. I don't know if that counts for anything because it's your opinion, but listen, I live for y'all outside of drag, and I'm glad for y'all to live for yourself. That's cute.
Thank you so much.
That was cool.
that was cool.
I guess I learned shit. What the fuck was it called? Cisgender.
Cisgender, yeah.
That's something I learned, and I found out they got drag kings. Never knew that.
Never knew that. I just assumed
be
it was
honest
like either like
I just thought women
it was
didn't
the
do it.
same name. Like,
I just assumed women didn't do it. I never heard of a woman doing drag. So that's my whole thing about that shit. I never even it never came to mind. Yeah, you learn something new every day. Shit. Hopefully I can just remember and they don't come out with another gender. It's just gonna fuck my head up even more.
yeah, it's gonna explode.
That's all I gotta say about that.